Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2013 Fall Commencement of the University of Northern Iowa. Please rise for the graduating students. Representatives of the faculty of the University of Northern Iowa. The heads of the academic departments. the President's Party.
President Rude, distinguished platform guests, members of the administration and faculty, graduates of the fall class of 2013, ladies and gentlemen, I bid you welcome to the fall commencement exercises of the University of Northern Iowa, which will now be in order. Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Dr. John Hines, School of Music Associate Professor of Voice, and the presentation of our colors by the University of Northern Iowa ROTC Honor Guard. Please be seated. At this time, I have the honor of introducing to you those members of the Platform Party who will not be introduced at a later point in these exercises. All those introduced should please remain standing until the introductions have been completed, and I suggest that applause be withheld until all have been introduced. Representative of the faculty, Dr. Jeffrey Funderburk, Professor, School of Music, who is Chair of the University Faculty. Members of the administration of the University of Northern Iowa, Dr. Terry Hogan, Vice President for Student Affairs. Mr. William Calhoun, Vice President for University Advancement and the President of the UNI Foundation. Dr. Patricia Gettleman, Special Assistant to the President for Board of Regents and Governmental Relations. Dr. Nancy Lippens, Associate Provost for Faculty Affairs. Mr. Christopher Cox, Dean of Rod Library, and Mr. Philip Patton, University Registrar. We now proceed to the recognition and award of honors. Dr. Gloria Gibson, Executive Vice President and Provost of the University, will recognize those candidates honored for their superior record in scholarship. Please welcome Dr. Gibson.
Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, you may have noticed that some of our candidates today are wearing bronze medallions. This medallion indicates these students are graduating with summa cum laude honors, which means they have achieved at the highest academic level and places them in the top 3% of the collegiate graduating class. This achievement demonstrates both a superior level of ability and a high dedication to scholarship. The university is very proud to recognize these candidates at this time. Would the summa cum laude candidates please rise and face the audience so we may recognize and honor them. Please rise at this time. You may also have noticed that some of our candidates are wearing red, white, and blue honor cord. The honor cord indicates that these students have served, are serving, or will be serving our country following graduation in the military. This recognition is well deserved, and we are deeply grateful for their service and bravery, as our freedom is not free. With the students wearing the red, white, and blue honor cord, please rise so that we may recognize and honor them.
Thank you. At these exercises, it has become our pleasant custom to ask a member of the graduating class to deliver an address. Dr. Brenda Bass, Dean of the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences, will introduce this year's speaker.
Mr. President, it is my great pleasure to introduce Molly Fronta, our student speaker. Molly grew up in Elkader, Iowa, and is the daughter of John and Ann Fronta, who also both attended UNI, where they met and became engaged right here on campus. Molly is a member of the university's honors program and has a double major, one in history with a public history certificate and the other in theater performance. When asked why she decided to come to UNI, Molly points to the supportive faculty and the many available opportunities. While at UNI, Molly has achieved a long and impressive list of academic honors and awards. But I would like to share with you today a few of the experiential opportunities that Molly has completed during her time at UNI due to her initiative and the support of her professors. First, Molly has enhanced her knowledge and skills through 3 diverse internships. This past summer, she worked on exhibits at the Smithsonian National Museum of American History in Washington, D.C. The prior summer, she worked on an archaeological dig with the Hellenic Ministry of Culture in Greece. And a few summers ago, she served as an intern actor and stagehand in the Pioneer Playhouse in Danville, Kentucky. In addition to these internships, Molly completed a study abroad capstone course that allowed her to experience Russian language, culture, and history in St. Petersburg, Russia. Molly has also been very involved right here on campus. She has held key roles in 4 main stage theater productions, held major roles in numerous student productions, has been a member of the women's choir her entire time at UNI, and served as president of the UNI Student Theater Association. This is just a sampling of Molly's activities during her time with us at UNI. And throughout it all, she has maintained academic excellence and graduates summa cum laude today. Please join me in welcoming Molly Fronta to the podium.
President Rude, platform party, honored faculty, fellow students, families, and guests. It is an honor and a privilege to speak to you today. When I was asked to be today's speaker, I had a hard time thinking of something meaningful to say. But after I found out I would be on TV, I knew that this might be the only time my theater performance degree would get me airtime. So I just came up with some stuff. But even as I was looking forward to being the first in our class to actually use my degree, I must admit I've been having mixed feelings about today. College is over. These have been years filled with friends, new and exciting experiences, and fun, and now we have to leave. As this day got closer, I really started thinking, why are we here today, and what does graduation mean? Put most simply, graduating from college means we are transitioning into the real world, which I'm told is a little bit different than MTV makes it seem. So how should we approach this celebration? I recommend 2 things. First, reflect upon your past experiences. And second, accept the reality of change. And if I had to recommend a 3rd thing, I would say to try to squeeze a free meal out of your parents later today. Let's look at these recommendations for a bit. First, reflect on your past experiences. This can be both delightful and frightening. We've all got good memories and bad, but it's what we do with those memories that is important. We should look back on our college years and the decisions that got us here. We've obviously done a lot of things right to be sitting here today, but what have we done wrong? What would we change? What can we do differently the next time we're faced with a similar challenge? We won't be able to avoid every challenge in the future. There are some mistakes that we will undoubtedly make in life, and that's okay. Just reflect on them after. Now, reflect on what you loved most about college. Was it meeting new people every day? Being challenged by professors you admired? Or my personal favorite, the cheeseburgers in the Union? Figure out what has made you happiest these past years at UNI and make those things a priority in your future. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that your best moments are behind you, because they surely are not. My second recommendation, accepting change, is crucial because change starts today whether we're ready for it or not. After all, we've been students for about 17 years. Since I didn't go to preschool, I had an extra year of freedom, which I spent watching The Simpsons every day. But since that first day of kindergarten, we've always known we were students. Whenever I think about change, I think of the movie Father of the Bride. And whenever I mention Father of the Bride, everyone else rolls their eyes because no one loves that movie as much as I do. But I'm going to use it as an example anyway. The movie is about a father of a bride who is not ready to accept that his daughter has grown up and is getting married. He eventually realizes, however, that keeping his daughter from getting married will make her unhappy, and so he lets her go. He accepts change. We might not relate anymore to a 5-year-old who is starting school for the first time, or to a parent who is watching their child get married and begin their own life. But here we are in the middle. We've accepted major changes in the past, and we can expect to do so for the rest of our lives. And even though change can often cause feelings of uncertainty and fear, the reality of change is that our lives cannot improve without it. Change allows us to grow, learn, and become better people. Finally, my third recommendation is to try to get a free meal out of your parents later today. Parents and friends and family are part of the reason we can reflect on the past and accept change. These are the people who have shared our greatest accomplishments and also our biggest disappointments and have stood beside us the entire way. I suppose the important thing isn't really the free meal, but that you share a moment today with the people who mean the most to you. But really, Mom and Dad, I just said that last part because I'm hoping you'll take me somewhere really, really nice. I hope I've given all of you some things to ponder today as you celebrate your achievements. As you leave UNI, reflect on the past, prepare to accept the reality of change, and surround yourself with family and friends. Congratulations, and may your best years be yet to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome the President of the University of Northern Iowa, Dr. William N. Rood.
Molly, thank you so very much. Can other people get like the free meal if Mom and Dad's not here? All right. Thanks a million. It was a great speech. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much, Molly, for taking the time and commitment to develop and prepare a great speech, an exciting message for all of your fellow graduates, family, friends, and just for all of us here. Good morning, graduates. Good morning, faculty, administrators, regents, family, friends, guests. Welcome to the University of Northern Iowa's Fall 2013 Commencement. Commencement is a special moment in the life of a university. It is special for the family and friends who honor our graduates by your attendance. It is special for this university that has a rich and remarkable history. It is very special to the faculty who always put students first and whose commitment to learning, discovery, and engagement has made UNI a prominent center for educational success. Would the faculty of the University of Northern Iowa please stand and be recognized? And finally, it is even more special for our graduates whose hard work and commitment to learning we honor today. Graduates, you have earned the privilege of being here. We know this commencement will be meaningful and memorable, and we thank you for being with us for this celebration. We are honored today to have with us two members of our Board of Regents of the state of Iowa. First, Regent Milt Dakovich. Milt, thank you very much for being here today. Please stand to be recognized. And secondly, speaking today on behalf of the Board of Regents of the state of Iowa is Regent Katie Mulholland. Regent Mulholland has been involved in public education for 38 years as a teacher and administrator, and is now the superintendent of schools at Linn-Mar Community School District in Marion, Iowa. Proudly for us, she has earned 3 degrees from the University of Northern Iowa: a BA in art education, an MA in special education, and a doctorate in educational administration. In the spring of 2011, she was appointed to the Board of Regents by Governor Terry Branstad. Most recently, she was named 2012 Iowa Superintendent of the Year. Regent Mulholland and her husband Ed, also a UNI graduate, are the parents of 4 adult children and the grandparents of 6. Please join me in welcoming Regent Katie Mulholland.
On behalf of the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, I congratulate you on your academic success. We are proud of your accomplishments. Today, you will receive a degree from one of the finest universities, which has provided you with a strong foundation for your future plans. We wish you continued success, and congratulations to the class of 2013. Congratulations.
Okay, you guys ready? Yeah? All right. Yeah, all right, I like to hear that. We now proceed to the awarding of degrees.
Dr. Michael Licari, Dean of the Graduate College, will now present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Education. Those candidates will please rise.
Mr. President, on behalf of the graduate faculty of the university, I have the honor to present to you the candidates who have successfully fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Education. I am pleased to commend them to you for the awarding of that degree.
By virtue of the authority granted by the state of Iowa to the State Board of Regents and by them vested in me, I hereby grant to each of you, as appropriate and qualified, the degree of Doctor of Education with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. I now pronounce you graduates of the University of Northern Iowa.
Doctor of Education, Christopher Byrne Dennison. Jim Hall. Rimas Hertz. Dirk Allen Halepnik. John Hansen. Wade Previn Koyman. Teresa Raymond Peterson. Gary David Schwartz. Corey Tafoya.
Please join me in congratulating our new Doctors of Education. Dean Lucari will now present the candidates for the master's degrees from the College of Business Administration, the College of Education, the College of Humanities, Arts and Sciences, and the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences. Those candidates will please rise.
Mr. President, on behalf of the graduate faculty of the university, I have the honor to present to you these candidates who have successfully fulfilled the requirements for the degrees of Master of Accounting, Master of Arts in Education, Master of Business Administration, Master of Music, Master of Public Policy, Master of Science, and the Professional Science Masters. I am pleased to commend them to you for the awarding of those degrees.
By virtue of the authority granted by the state of Iowa to the State Board of Regents, and by them vested in me, I hereby grant to each of you, as appropriate and qualified, the degree of Master of Accounting, Master of Arts in Education, Master of Business Administration, Master of Music, Master of Public Policy, Master of Science, and the Professional Science Masters, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. I now pronounce you graduates of the University of Northern Iowa.
The graduates receiving the master's degrees from the College of Business Administration, the College of Education, the College of Humanities, Arts, and Sciences, and the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences will now be individually recognized. Ms. Greta Berghammer, professor in the Department of Theater, will read the names of the graduates.
From the College of Business Administration, Nesvet Bolich. Justin Rieg. From the College of Education, Warda Almadi. Caitlin Althoff. Joshua Barta. Zachary Paul Benton Slocum. Elizabeth K. Carver. Bradley Eilers. Leilani Emerson. Roxanne Garza. Stephanie Giacchino. Andrew Jedlicka. Chelsea Colpin. Jennifer Ann Kresser. Amy Lynn Leach. Lindsay Luck. Trina Martin. Scott Maudlin. Ashley Michelle Meyer. Michael Henning. Cassandra Riley Boscia. Jessica Sidler. Stephanie Georgia Slothuber. Jennifer Smith. Erin Stute. Megan Swick. Michelle Vober. Xin Wang. Rebecca Summer Wooden. Jessica Zimmerman. From the College of Humanities, Arts, and Sciences, Taylor Askelson. Rebecca Christine Birchenbreider. Belinda Bessie. Tamala Beckman. Benjamin David Burnett. Rhiannon Rose Butterfield. Cheryl Crouch. Wendy Faith Daniel Wiseman. Sarah Elizabeth Doyle. Manaswita Datta. Rachel Beth Dwyer. Catherine Falvey. Dana Adam Grovo. James Hewitt. Melissa Cosmeyer. Rachel Madrigal. Kayla Mahler. Judy Anna Marin. Ita Mayasari. Kimberly Medic. Aaron Miller. Kaylee Ann Miller. Mark Donald Moore. Kara Beth Peterson. Ellen Rice. Lynette Schriever. Courtney Ann Grettinger Sexy. Jessica Marie Sexy. Parul Sirohi. Sanju Tilmosina. Sushil Tuladar. Maggie Wall. Lindsay Warren. Margaret Rachel Way. Chelsea Wiesvetter. Annie Wessels. Tara Zaire. From the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences, Andrei Petrov is receiving the degree on behalf of Irina Cheldinova, whose degree is being awarded posthumously. Elizabeth Catherine Crayer. Jessica Lorenz. Montgomery Clay Lyons. Wava Lyons. Mandy O'Loughlin. Ann Pastiak. Ariel Patton. Elizabeth Ann Urbach. Jenna Shatechka. Allison Witt. Anton Zverev.
The deans of the colleges will now present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from their respective units. The audience will find the disciplines and courses of study in each college listed in your commencement program. Dr. Farzad Musavi, Dean of the College of Business Administration, will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from that college. Those candidates will please rise.
There you go.
Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor to present to you these candidates who have successfully fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Arts Liberal Arts Program or Bachelor of Arts Teaching Program. I'm pleased to commend them to you for the awarding of those degrees.
Dr. Dwight Watson, Dean of the College of Education, will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from that college. Those candidates will please rise.
Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor to present to you these candidates who have successfully fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, the Liberal Arts Program, or the Bachelor of Arts Teaching Program. I am pleased to commend them to you for the awarding of those degrees.
Dr. Joel Hawk, Dean of the College of Humanities, Arts, and Sciences, will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from that college. Those candidates will please rise.
Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor to present to you these candidates who have successfully fulfilled the requirements for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts Liberal Arts Program, Bachelor of Arts Teaching Program, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music Liberal Arts Program, Bachelor of Music Teaching Program, or Bachelor of Science. I am pleased to commend them to you for the awarding of those degrees.
Dr. Brenda Bass, Interim Dean of the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences, will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from that college. Those candidates will please rise.
Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor to present to you these candidates who have successfully fulfilled the requirements for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Liberal Arts Program, Bachelor of Arts Teaching Program, or the Bachelor of Science. I am pleased to commend them to you for the awarding of these degrees.
Dr. Kent Johnson, Dean of the Division of Continuing Education and Special Programs, will present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts and the Bachelor of Liberal Studies. Those candidates will please rise.
Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor to present to you these candidates who have successfully fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Liberal Arts program, and the Bachelor of Liberal Studies. I am pleased to commend them to you for the awarding of those degrees.
By virtue of the authority granted by the State of Iowa to the State Board of Regents, and by them vested in me, I hereby grant to each of you, as appropriate and as qualified, the degree of Bachelor of Arts Liberal Arts Program, Bachelor of Arts Teaching Program, Bachelor of Music Liberal Arts, Bachelor of Music Teaching Program, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science, and the Bachelor of Liberal Studies, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. I now pronounce you graduates of the University of Northern Iowa, and at this time, you may change your tassel.
Please be seated. We will now individually recognize the graduates. On your left will be the graduates from the College of Business Administration, and on your right, the graduates from the College of Education will be recognized. Ms. Nicole Zumbach-Harkin and Ms. Greta Berghammer will read the names of the graduates. Names will be read in alphabetical order within each department. Graduates will be greeted by department heads and representatives of the faculty as they leave the stage.
Gabriel Tovar.
From the College of Education, Department of Curriculum and Instruction, Allison Abrams.
From the College of Business Administration, the Department of Accounting, Jonathan Binger.
Alexa Lee Armentrout.
Abby Caroline Eischen.
Chloe Arndt.
Jacob Charles Feller.
Madison Joe Ashland.
Ryan French.
Megan Averill.
Taylor Lynn Giese.
Alexis Meyer Bailey.
Christina Grave.
Amanda Grace Bailey.
Melissa Ann Hastert.
Brittany Ballard.
Jason Heffelfinger.
Alyssa Barber.
Alex Helmick.
Bobby Bartow.
Getty Anthony Hilton.
Kelly Bloomquist.
Janae Holtkamp.
Molly Ann Bolt.
Taylor Greenwood Johnson.
Mackenzie Brandt.
Jessica Kellner.
Amy Kathleen Brown.
Mackenzie Krieger.
Tiffany Ann Bredman.
Ashley Larson.
Stephanie Cannon.
Christopher John Leinen.
Brittany Wayne Clark.
Mitchell Myers.
Amber Jean Connolly.
Sydney Ryan Mattoon.
Jessica Cordes.
Benjamin McClurg.
Anna Cox.
Taylor Miller.
Sunny Daisy.
Jenica Miner.
Ainor Tamirji.
Natasha Michelle Mum.
Alexander Michael Dieter.
Trudy Ostwinkle.
Kelsey Dolder.
Mia Pena.
Kashana Desiree Drain.
Jacob Mark Parrington.
Ashley Nicole Driesen.
Misty Raxter.
Alyssa Haley Dial.
Curtis Robbins.
Tessie Aylor. Ashley Elizabeth Eric.
Erin Seatstra.
Kristen Mary Firehelm.
Jacob Tommy.
Hannah Faith Bilkins.
Chelsea Ann Vandenberg.
Ashley Rose Funke.
Abby Wank.
Mackenzie Gerleman.
Yi Cho Shen.
Cassie Goodnight.
From the Department of Economics, Dylan Kleckner.
Michael Ann Green.
Misa Mundi.
Jennifer Hageman.
Catherine Zasadny.
Ashley Haugen.
From the Department of Finance, Eric Caldwell.
Amy Heater.
Nicole Ellen Hatch.
Stacy Marie Henley.
Kyle N. Hedges.
Kara Heenick.
Christopher Hallway.
Bethany Ann Hovland.
Leah Hush.
Ashley Heiberger.
Parker Hunt.
Emily Jensen.
Nicholas Robert Koenig.
Rachel Johnson.
Alex Lee.
Vanessa Keenan.
Rick Maynard.
Karen Kennedy.
Travis Wayne Pasker.
Christina Nicole Kerr.
Kyle Randall Peterson.
Lori Kingen.
James Edward Perry.
Catherine Maureen Kinsella.
Cole Peterson.
Amy Nicole Kruger. Jennifer Joy Krutzinger.
Heather Marie Pierce.
Stacy Larson.
Caleb Rozanki.
Holly Michelle Leverton.
Suzanne Lynn Szynski.
Brenda Ann Lindgren.
Katie Marie Solsma.
Chelsea Lorenzen.
Caitlin Steer.
Samantha Victoria Makar.
Sarah Striegel.
Colin Martin.
Michael Strutz.
Amy Rose Mauer.
Selena Ta.
Jessica Delilah Manser.
From the Department of Management, Khalid Ahmed.
Katie Sue Meyer.
Ali Najim Ahalabib.
Samantha Meyer.
Ali Araba.
Shelley Miller.
Khalid Nasser Alrois.
Emily Angelia Morris.
Ahmed Almasaud.
Morgan Joe Wallenbrook.
Alyssa Marie Beckman.
Allie Rogine Knightsky.
Alex Carey.
Seth Terrence Nicholson.
Christopher Dameron.
Shelby Novak.
Alexander Michael Dietrich.
Andrea Ort.
Benjamin Michael Dolezal.
Brittany Overberg.
Jenna Gobel.
Valera Charity Aury.
Lucas Allen Greif.
Amanda Danae Penn.
Blake Hamer.
Crystal Perez.
Chelsea Hansen.
Christopher Phelan.
Haley Harms.
Anna Marie Phelan.
Redzep Hutchik.
Amber Pitts.
Ashley Knickerbocker.
Elizabeth Platte.
Natalie Coonan.
Megan Amber Potretz. Lindsay Ann Ralston.
Adita Malkich.
Lynn Marie Ralston.
Ezekiel Peterson.
Alexandria Reese.
Drew Plantage.
Alyssa Reister.
Allison Ross.
David Reese.
Dylan Rusher.
Jessica Lynn Rice.
Andrea Lee Schmetterman.
Erin Marie Ricken.
Shane Schmidt.
Jenna Sampson.
Patrick Robert Soppy.
Lynn Savageau.
Andrew Thompson.
Caitlin Marie Savoy.
Kenneth Wright.
Stephanie Nicole Scarborough.
Blake Allen White.
Samantha Jane Schiltz.
From the Department of Marketing, Daniel Stephen Baynosh.
Brooke Marie Shorg.
Tyler Berger.
Ashley Schreck.
Matthew Daniels.
Caitlin Ann Seivert.
Zachary Allen Dicken.
Elise Sedaris.
Thomas Gilbert.
Shayla Sitzman.
Michaela Hackfort.
Audrey Louise Smith.
Harrison Hargett.
Kimberly Solinger.
Taylor Ryan Henricks.
Sarah May Spooner.
Timothy Earl Herman.
Maya Stewart.
Gregory Holsapple.
Kimberly Stocks.
Kimberly Juno.
Francesca Marie Taylor.
Grace Kameyer.
Jessica Lee Trumbull.
Kristen Malanafi.
Marie Unternair.
Paige Martin.
Matthew James Favrock.
Sen Mai.
Amanda Biggers.
Janie Meyer.
Michelle Ann Wiedebrand.
Abby Lee Myers.
Tara Wideman.
Benjamin Mouse.
Betsy Wiederin.
Aaron Schoen.
Brooke Elizabeth Willie.
Samuel Tim.
Marissa Wilson.
Maureen Turk.
Brooke Ann Wolf.
Brianne Westlake.
Kelsey Ewell.
Aaron Willis.
Emily Young. Sarah Zinishek. Natalie Sar Zupik. From the Department of Health, Physical Education, and Leisure Services, Zara Abdullah Eroba. Aaron Blend. Lucas Bostrom. Amber Sue Breitbach. Sarah Bird. McKenna Ray Carlson. Kyle DePenning. Steele Fiscus. Sophie Harhughes. Jordan Michael Hazel. David Fred Hoover. Ryan James Eisgrig. Carly Johnston. Sawyer Kylan. Sarah Christina Hayden. Jonathan Swafford. Ben Schweer. Alexandria Reed. David Nielsen. Tyler Mossback. Nolan James Lowe. Catherine Ann LeClaire. Abraham Job Roller. Chase Weber.
We will now individually recognize the graduates of the remaining colleges. On your left will be the graduates from the College of Humanities, Arts, and Sciences, and on your right, the graduates from the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences and the Division of Continuing Education and Special Programs.
College of Humanities, Arts, and Sciences in the area of science education, April Christensen. In the Department of Art, Courtney Brustkern. Charles Duvey. Sierra Fitzgerald. Diana Darlene Hall. Brittany Marche Hoffman.
From the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences in the area of social science education, Michael Boddicker.
Brooke Renee Kilstrom.
Eric David Greving.
Brock Merritt. From the Department of Biology, Janessa Boley.
Alyssa Marie Holt.
Amy Bowers.
Shauna Marie Masso.
Jill Carlson.
Emily Peterson.
Laura Karstens.
Jonathan Joseph Pickar.
Brian William Cherry Holmes.
Jackson Renberg.
Kyle Colvin.
Laura Reilly.
JC Dolphin.
Kelly Scullerud.
Kyle Dvorak.
Peter Stepanek.
Chelsea Fox.
Sydney Weiss.
Colton Heller.
Andrew Wolf.
Casey DeHoot.
From the School of Applied Human Sciences, Evelyn Amagon.
Chris Douglas Jepson.
Molly Beckman.
Kayla Kurt.
Aaron Bracey.
Jacob Michael Lane.
Hallie Burrich.
Corey Allen Larimer.
Bailey Herstrom.
Karen Lobmeyer.
Caitlin Cruz.
Nicholas Lynn.
Megan Christine Lee.
Marcy McKenna.
Caitlin Routley.
Caitlin Mayman.
Nicole Lynn Sandvin.
Shauna Fonts.
Hillary Swickerath.
Caleb Samuel Priest.
Larissa Shisich.
Courtney Ray Schrader.
Leah Witt.
Jeremy Sills.
From the Department of Geography, Daniel John Murphy.
Melissa Ann Wedeking.
From the Department of History, Jordan Dunnigan.
Jacob Allen Williamson.
Monica Eddy.
Brooke Wilson.
Molly Fronta.
From the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry, Colin Albrecht.
Heather Greel.
Kyra Holly.
Brandon Mildenhall.
From the Department of Communication Sciences and Disorders, Kenzie Benton.
Megan Marie Selke.
Caitlin Bolt.
From the Department of Political Science, Caleb Floyd Borden.
Leah Lynn Cooper.
Umabu Wallenbaldi.
Kathleen Kahn.
Whitney Mae Emerson.
Mallory Gould.
Ethan Halfpop.
Kayla Orthman.
Chad Hyman.
Morgan Ryder.
Edith Kesarovich.
Courtney Schneiderman.
Douglas Miller.
Brooke Shively.
Molly Richardson.
Brooke Van Solen.
Levi Rattler.
Marissa Wagner.
Alan Sarkich.
Nicole Angeli Rowe.
Alex Stalkfleet.
From the Department of Communication Studies, Joe Barloon.
Alex Swalv.
Stephanie Biggins.
Zachary Yetmar.
Callie Botroff.
From the Department of Psychology, Kristen Lee Aldrich.
Olivia Bradley.
Katie Jane Barkley.
Sarah Clark.
Sarah Morgan Franzen.
Gabriel Facciani.
Denise Garza.
Megan Patricia Grandors.
Lauren Ann Holland.
Thomas Harbaugh.
Alyssa Renee Hubbard.
Caitlin Heller.
Dylan James Kastner.
Alexandra Christine Johnson.
Bethany Ray Leos.
Christopher Douglas Kolash.
Michaela Ray Overturf.
Sarah Kreener.
Jacob Michael Parker.
Stuart Leahy.
Benjamin Potter.
Taylor Day Maurer.
Micah Redenbaugh.
Delaney Palin.
Madison Lind Ryan.
Bridget Reedy.
Brandy Rose Schmidt.
Kelby Faye Robb.
Caleb James Sullivan.
Amanda Rochelle Schick.
Haley Marie Taylor.
Rebecca Ann Schwartz.
Morgan Weigel.
Hannah Smith.
From the Department of Social Work, Chantella Caston.
Kathleen Swain.
Manda May Colbert.
Hannah Sophia Ty.
Brittany Demaray.
Justy Uden.
Courtney Johnson.
Rachel Ann Van Dalen.
Kayla Krabby.
Amanda Elizabeth Vries.
Sarah Lorenzen.
Paige Worth.
Elizabeth Martin.
Kayla Waltoff.
Whitney Shipper.
Kira Yoder.
Steve Smith.
Mackenzie Ray Zoot.
Nicole Sullivan.
From the Department of Computer Science, Justin Balster.
From the Department of Sociology, Anthropology, and Criminology, Ana Maria Amaro.
Ryan Corwin.
Kristen Bobbich.
Wyatt Lee Kern Jr.
Kelsey Casey.
Christopher Oliver.
Brent Kavinis.
Michael Ragsdale.
Michael Robert Chase.
Larry Edward Savageau.
Alexandra Christensen.
Fega Warda.
Brian Covington.
From the Department of Earth Science, Casey James Clark.
Kerrigan Kratz.
Stephanie Hogan.
Cassie Cummings.
Christian McLaughlin.
Brittany Ellingson.
Angela Peterson.
Kelsey Frichnick.
Kelsey Stevenson.
Jordan J. Gakey.
From the Department of Languages and Literature, Rebecca Andrea.
Nick George.
Melissa Bennett.
Corey Hancock.
Brandon Bolin.
Brooke Hansen.
Tyler Brady.
Timothy Jones.
Emily Shea Brandt.
Carter Klein-Wolterink.
Shelby Lynn Clayman.
Kevin Lammer.
Evan Michael Duth.
Adrian Germaine Martin.
Raven Lee Duth.
Wesley Kenton Meyer.
Hannah Farnsworth.
Benedict Miller.
Samantha Ray Graham.
Ryan Moore.
Jonathan Hausler.
Andrea Miley.
Molly Hayes.
Sarah Pauley.
Christina Kofut.
Shaylin Callie Robertson.
Sarah Ashley Kuhn.
Stephen Schneider.
Allison Rose Matney.
Alexis Smutzler.
Amanda Lee Mattis.
Chelsea Nicole Stark.
Erin Elizabeth Meyer.
Cody Robert Stows.
Heng Yi Mo.
Anna Jo Vaggart.
Allison Lee Ostwinkle.
Lucas Willett.
Emily Schoenberger.
Adrian Channing Nicole Williams.
Taylor Shaw.
Joseph F. Woltson.
Jana Shetterly.
Philip Dwayne Wright.
Matthew Showers.
From the Division of Continuing Education and Special Programs, Callie Ann Barnard.
Emily Marie Smith.
Paige Bartleson.
Katie Lee Wenzel.
Rachel Burgess.
Kyle Clellan Woolams.
Lindsay Marie Butters.
Bethany Yoakum.
Rebecca Byrne.
Rachel Yosh.
Sarah Hagan.
From the Department of Mathematics, Stephen Mark Bowser.
Adonica Hennessy.
Yisheng Chong.
Michael Moss.
Brett Egan.
Alex Travis Reno.
Kara Gull.
Andre Cortez Tate.
Haley Elsie Rose Manier.
Nathan James Walker.
Emily Marie Stump.
Jacob Lee Willis.
Austin Scott Ward.
David Michael Young.
Stephanie Lynn Wright.
Marquas Hughes.
From the School of Music, Nicholas Bailey.
Cody Wells.
Brenda Serwick. Eleanor Hansen. Jacob Humberg. Wesley Keene. Jordan Lee Luckband. Brian Alexander Martin. Jessica Martin. Nicholas Allen McGrath. Kyle Morgan. Chelsea O'Donnell. Curtis James Oren. Karen Renee Souter. Mary Feary. From the Department of Philosophy and World Religions, Jeremy Anderson. Michael Corder. Cody Lee Lau. Jane Martin. Benjamin Schaefer. From the Department of Physics, Mariha Asen. Stephen Delmar Danielson. From the Department of Technology, Adian Abich. Hassan Mohammed Aldihafar. Abby Bachman. Timothy William Biederman. Erica Hill. Jen Jacobson. Dalton Johnston. Daniel Kurt Kruger. Brandon Marks. Patrick Marvin Parks. Megan Christine Rankin. Alex Sanbathi. Dustin Sanders. Kyle Allen Schultz. Sarah Sun. Allison Swinton. Nate Van Dyne. Wade Bryant Veers. Zachary Wallace. Joseph Walliser. Matthew Wason. Blair Wiedemann. Robert Leslie Warchus. From the Department of Theater, Allison Bollinger. Mackenzie Roth. Allison Smith. Clay Swanson. Valerie Vivian.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome Mr. Thomas Madsen, President of the Northern Iowa Student Government for the 2013-2014 academic year.
President Rube, Administration, family, friends, professors, and classmates, I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak on behalf of the Northern Iowa student government. I'm sure by now you graduates have heard about how bright your future is and how the possibilities are endless. But instead of focusing on the future, I would like to focus on the past. For our history is like a foundation from which we can build upon. For most of you, you came to the University of Northern Iowa as young freshmen with little to no idea as to what you're supposed to do. You stepped into a new place where you became the captain who could steer life in any direction. As a young person developing into adulthood, there were struggles. There were highs and there were lows, and there were experiences that would transform you many times without you being aware. All these changes occur over the course of a student's college career, with each experience uniquely influencing your very person, like small waves pushing a boat to an undetermined shore. Some waves may be larger, pushing a student further in one direction than others. But in the end, even the smallest wave, the smallest gesture, and the smallest interaction can set a final course for a student's life. Graduates, you were placed in a sea of endless possibilities. You were given a helpful push by your parents and friends, but the course you took to reach this end today was only achieved through your hard work, perseverance, and will. Be proud of your work. Be proud of what you did at the University of Northern Iowa. For although you may have gotten lost and sailed in circles a time or two, in the end, you have reached the shore. You have attained the earth from which to build upon. Although your journey as a UNI student may be coming to an end, new journeys open. You have reached one shore, but there are many more you will find before reaching a final place to tie up and dock your life. May the experiences, friendship, and knowledge you have gained at UNI push you ever onward onto new and better lands. UNI has been a wonderful place to grow and find oneself, and nothing can replace the feelings of a classroom, sports field, and the sound of a friendly voice. It is my hope that UNI has become a sail on your ship, capturing the wind and your dreams, giving you the ability to reach lands you did not know existed. Thank you very much for going as a person and being a student with me. Congratulations on graduating, and good luck on a future filled with endless shores. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce Justin Bierman, Chair of the Alumni Association Board of Directors.
Thank you, Thomas. President Rude, class of 2013. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the UNI Alumni Association, I'm honored to welcome each of you to the UNI alumni family. You've just joined a really big family of 107,000 other alumni. Now, whether you're a member of the class of 2013 or the class of 1963, your UNI experience never truly ends. How you choose to stay connected to UNI is up to you. And I wanted to take this moment to share with you a few things that have helped me stay connected. First, stay connected to your friends. These relationships will be more difficult to maintain once you and your friends start your own families, but it's more than worth it if you can do it. Trust me, and some of your parents will probably shake their heads on this. Yes, time goes very quickly. 1 minute you're attending UNI football games with your college friends, and in the blink of an eye, you're searching online for the latest in UNI children's fashions and answering questions from your 4-year-old about whether TC uses a litter box or not. Yes, he has a very active imagination. My point is that the relationships you made as a student connected you to UNI, and they will help keep you connected long after you graduate if you let them. Next, come back to campus for homecoming. This seems like a no-brainer, right? But you should also come back for something other than homecoming. Don't get me wrong, homecoming is awesome. If there's only one thing a year you can come back to Cedar Falls for, by all means, make it to homecoming. But if you want to experience something more, volunteer your time and talent in some way on campus. Contact the department you graduated from and offer to mentor a current student or serve on an advisory board. I'm quite certain that the faculty that's sitting in these first few rows and the folks that are on stage with me here would agree that UNI students are constantly doing incredible things, and the opportunity to witness some of those events firsthand will only deepen your pride in UNI. Personally, my 7 years as a member of the Alumni Board have allowed me to witness and take part in some truly fulfilling experiences. Also, show your pride in UNI any chance you get. Be purple for life. Attend university-hosted socials, local game watches, and networking events. Wear UNI clothing around your communities. The chances are pretty good that if you run into someone wearing UNI clothing, they either went to UNI too, or they're the parent of a current UNI student. You can't say that about many other schools. It's an instant conversation starter. Be sure to tell your UNI story to anyone who will listen. Tell your legislator, tell prospective students, tell someone. The message will have more weight coming directly from someone who had a great experience at UNI. And lastly, getting here was no easy feat. Each of you should be proud, not only in the degree which you just received, but also in the manner in which you attained it. You have earned the honor, rights, and privileges associated with being a graduate of the University of Northern Iowa. So remember that today is a special day, and it's the beginning of a new and exciting journey as a University of Northern Iowa alumnus. Congratulations and best wishes to all of you.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Justin. Before I continue, I would like to ask all of the graduates to please stand up and be recognized again as a group. Okay, graduates, while you're standing, why don't you give your parents, your family, and friends a round of applause for their support and encouragement. Please be seated. Other than shaking your hands, this is my favorite moment in the commencement ceremony. It is my opportunity to congratulate you, not just as UNI's president, but as Bill Root, someone who many, many years ago sat through his own commencement ceremony, proudly pondering his new Bachelor of Science degree from the University of North Dakota and thinking, now what? Over the subsequent years, that question was answered as my career and my life took many different paths that ultimately led me to this wonderful opportunity to serve as the 10th president of this outstanding university. During the many twists and turns, I learned that I needed to adapt, to change, and that I needed to use everything I had already learned to learn even more. Some of that learning was in classrooms, but equally as much of it came about in the everyday lessons of life. I learned to dream. I learned to be persistent. I learned about success, and yes, I learned about failure as well. I learned about myself. You too now have the extraordinary opportunity to do the same. Every day of your life, learn something new. Every day of your life, reach out to others and help them learn. Every day of your life, strive to be just a little bit better than the day before. Edward Teller, the theoretical physicist who worked on the Manhattan Project during World War II, said, and I quote, "When you come to the end of all the light you know, and it's time to step into the darkness of the unknown, faith is knowing that one of two things will happen. Either you'll be given something solid to stand on, or you're going to have to be taught how to fly." You have had faith in your alma mater. You have had faith in your family and your friends. More importantly, you have had faith in yourselves, and you have indeed now learned how to fly. Each year, a new group of students enters UNI, even as others like you leave to fulfill dreams. In doing so, you have given of yourself and left a little bit of yourself here. You are now part of the legacy that symbolizes the UNI family. Thank you for allowing UNI to be part of your life, and thank you for what you have done for us. In honor of today's graduates, please stand and join in singing the UNI alma mater, led by UNI graduate student Samantha Kantak. The music for all to sing can be found in the back of your program.
Thank you, Samantha. Please be seated for our final announcements. Please direct your attention to the top of the McLeod Center. We would like to thank Professor Chris Mertz on his birthday and the UNI Brass and Percussion Ensemble students for their wonderful music today. Ladies and gentlemen, you are invited to attend the commencement receptions throughout the McLeod Center immediately following the ceremony today. We ask that all graduates and audience members remain in place until after the President's Party has exited the McLeod Center. At that time, all graduates and guests should exit up the stairs only. These commencement exercises being now completed, please rise for the recessional of the President's Party. The fall commencement exercises of 2013 for the University of Northern Iowa are now adjourned.